Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys versus Jordan Love and the Toronto Thunderbirds.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with their opponents. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been in a great group, winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, they've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, going to the air with Love. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Love. Going long here for Wallace. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The numbers for Zeke from last week: 20 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott yet again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Draw play, Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game?
because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On play action, Love to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Come on, let's go. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second down and goal. Love. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tylan Wallace. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to move back in front. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Prescott on first down. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schultz. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. And again, it's Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Schultz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. Gardner Minshew, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Kyler Murray, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The Packers, we can pretty safely say, will not be a playoff team. But 500 is still within reach as they move to 5-8 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a...
Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Guyton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play fake. Here's Love. And this one is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Love looking to throw it, rolling to his right, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Love's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Love from the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw again on second down. Love. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Jordan Love ready on first down here, eluding the pressure right. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Again, it's Love. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
A first down carry by Elliott. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.